still stiff. Well, this video here is not about just looking at the damn speakers. Oh, just to give y'all a heads up, this right here, y'all must get in tune with this. If you're a bass head, I must tell y'all, this is what they call a bass head air freshener. It's called an Air Spencer. It's made by Air Spencer. It's 100% Japanese. It's full JDM. You have to order them in from Japan or find a distributor that sells them here in the U.S. It's not a U.S. product. It's definitely a Japanese product. The smell I use is called squash. It is the best. I have this thing set halfway for basically so it doesn't dry out as quick. So far, I think I bought it, what was it, May? And every time the bass hits, I can still smell it as if I just laid it down. And I still haven't even adjusted the airflow or anything. Back to the speakers. I've been teasing y'all for quite a while. I apologize. I've been teasing myself too. A lot of y'all know that I've been waiting for a while to drop my load, my impedance load, because of my electrical. But I've been doing my research on my battery and amp hours and the stock electrical, blah blah blah. I do plan on upgrading it. That is a must. But for now, I've dropped down impedance. I went from 1.6 ohms down to a complete parallel bridge, which means these are dual voice coils, dual 2-ohm voice coils. Each one is in parallel, which means positive, positive, negative, negative, are all tied together on the sub. From there, it goes to my bolt terminals on the bottom, plus, plus, minus, minus, and that brings the load from 2 ohms and 2 ohms down to 1 ohm because you tie them together. Same on this one, 1 ohm. Now on the outside of the box, I got 4 bolts, 2 for this sub and 2 for this sub. And what happens, both those bolts are sitting at 1 ohm. From there, I did what's called a series. Basically, just imagine these aren't even dual voice coils anymore. That's one way, that's one cool, easy way of wiring, to keep moving on with your wiring. Pretend like your subs aren't even DVCs. Pretend like they're single coils now. So on the outside of the box, I'm looking at 2 single coils, and I have 1 ohm final load on each one. Well, actually, it's like 0.8 ohms. So from there, I did a series bridge, which basically you're taking the positive and connecting a jumper wire over to the negative. And then your amp, you're going to take that other positive and then the negative. So you got 4 bolts. And 1 bolt is connected to the other one. So now only 2 bolts are available to put your power on. And that's what goes to the amp at a load of 1.6. Because each 2 bolts is a voice coil. And each 2 bolts registers nothing, because this big ass fucking thing in this car, I don't know where I was at before that big ass moth came in here. I wasn't freaked out or nothing. I just didn't know what it was at first. So I had to identify it. Number 2, I ain't about to smash no moth in the car, because that thing smears and it's hard to get out of fabric, or I just don't feel like cleaning up no damn moth shit. Well, anyway, back to the wiring thing. You got those 4 bolts. I can show you right here on this amp. You got 4 bolts. This set right here is 1 ohm. This set right here is 1 ohm. Basically 0.8 and 0.8. I took a jumper, positive to negative. The amp, negative. The amp, positive. That load right there was 1.6. And of course, when you're playing, they have what's called box rise, impedance rise. Basically, as the speakers move, it creates an impedance. The impedance always changes. But simple way of putting this is, I really wasn't 1.6 while playing. I might be at 3 or 4 ohms. Well, long story short, I wasn't seeing nothing but about half the power out of my amps. So to battle this, to fix this issue, a lot of bass heads will do what's called wiring down. And a lot of times, the amp might be 1 ohm stable, but a lot of bass heads, they might take it down to a half ohm. Now they be like, man, how the heck is this amp playing at a half on? Well, number one, electrical is really good. Extra batteries, amp hours to supply that. Number two, as the speakers play, that impedance rises up. Go to the next clip and let y'all see what this is all about. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, everybody. This right here is that quarter ohm life. I definitely got to do something about the voltage, but oh my God. I'm battling that box rise like a champ. Check it out.
Hitting them licks, started from the I break the bank like an